Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to some. How are my lovely ladies and gentlemen doing out there? Hope everybody is doing well. Who all do we have in here? I see four beautiful jewels in here. And who might you be? Hi, Zoe. We've got a really neat project. Hi, Janie. Got a really neat project planned. It's an ongoing one. I don't know if I'm going to continue on with the scrapbook thing because I don't know, have a lot of knowledge of it. But this I do have a knowledge of, and it will take a little bit to finish. So I changed gears on you guys. So we are going to be making an altered cookbook, not your normal cookbook. This is going to be made. Yes, that's Trucker Janie, Zoe. We're going to be making a journal cookbook type dealio from a old, what is it called? You screw them down into a journal. Post bound. And these actually unscrew with a screwdriver, so you can actually take pages out of this book to remove or to add. But I don't know anything about the extending of it. You might be able to find something to extend it, but I'm not sure. But this is an old Georgia plumbing code book. So we are reusing a book that was discarded, and which is really neat because it's an open spine and it's a screw post. So it comes out, and you can also tighten it up. So what we're going to be concentrating on today is basically the outside of the book and inside and the pages. Just getting it ready for the altering. So you're listening to them going down the road? Gotcha. Got a envelope in the floor over there. I didn't notice it just now until I was looking at my screen. Good morning, Marina. So anyway, we're going to be working on first. We're going to be taking these pages and we're going to be gluing these together. But the really cool thing about these pages is that these pages are actually a lot thicker than your normal book paper. I mean, it's quite thick, and so I'd say probably about 3 of these pages together would make a very, very thick, kind of a sturdy page. And so every 3 pages we're going to be gluing together. So we're going to be working on that. I mean, it's monotonous. Hi, Carrie Ann. It's a monotonous task, but after we get all these glued together, I made sure to bring plenty of glue sticks with me today. And so we're going to be starting on getting these pages glued together. And after we get that done, we are going to be using some really neat material that I bought from one of Stacy's auctions. And I thought that this right here would be the perfect pattern for this, because this is actually a very narrow book. This book only measures from end to end about 6 inches. So this is about the size of a larger traveler's journal. But what we are going to do is we are going to make this into an altered cookbook. Now, this cookbook is a little bit different from your normal. We are going to be, instead of putting recipes up and down, I have some blank postcards. Or not postcards, but your heavy index cards, your blank heavyweight index cards. And what we're going to be doing, once we get these pages set, we are going to be, say this is your page here, we are going to be making sort of like an accordion fold out, not out, up and down, like this, up and down, and we're going to make it an accordion fold where it folds out. Got it? And we are going to be putting like like little pieces, a little like small recipes on some index cards. I mean, I've got some that I already have, like ephemera cards and things like that. But this will sort of be like a journaling cooking book type thing. Something that I've never really tried to do. Hey, artistic frog. But this is something that I've never really chanced it at. And so this is new to me again. And so we are going to do this together, trial and error. And this, it's going to be done in sessions, so we're not going to overwhelm anybody. So if you want to grab a book, an old book, and follow along with me, you're more than welcome. You don't have to necessarily use the post-bound books. You can use a regular hardback book and alter it that way. You can take, if you've got a real thick book, just go through every 4 or 5 pages and rip about 4 to 8 out. And then once you get all that done, glue those bad boys together and you'll have your altered book. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and get this started because I don't want to be on for long today. And if I do, it's it'll be a miracle, right? So we're going to go ahead and get this started today without a lot of chitter chatter today, back and forth. But I'm going to try and be able to see what you're saying. But if I do not answer your questions or your comments right away, please understand that my head is down and I will be working. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this camera down for you guys, so you can see what we are doing. Uh-oh, I'm about to lose my phone out of its grip here. Alright, can y'all see? No. Better lift y'all up. Y'all can see my heater on. It's a little chilly in the house today. Even though it's hot in the mid 60s, it's chilly in this house because we are the only shaded area. Yeah, I am cold. I stay cold, ladies. That's the reason why I got a jacket on. I've got regular clothes on, but I got a jacket on. Like I said, it stays cold in here. Uh-oh. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to work on our inside pages. And this is quite of an old book, and as you can see, it's a little bit aged on the corners there, but that's okay. We are going to cover that up. I mean, I know a lot of people like the aged look, but not with me, not with this book. You have your door open? If I had my door open, my cats would be in here. I've got Coop out on the runner outside up front, so he can guard the house, be a big old bad old guard dog. But as I said, these pages do come out. They are post bound. That means you can take the screws out and you can take out pages if you want, or you can add smaller pages in. And as I said, this is a old Georgia plumbing code book, so we are going to be using this as our page. But that page seems to be not lined up with that, so guess what? We are going to see if we can get that out. Let's see if I can find something. I don't carry a regular flathead in here. I carry Phillips heads in here. Let's see. And even my I'm gonna find something to unscrew that. Ah, I did. I lied. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and take this out. This proves to you that it does come apart. And it can be taken apart. See, it is. I don't lose the screw. See, it is post bound. So we're going to take that first page out because that didn't seem to line up very well. You know what? Now that this book is apart, I think I'm going to leave it apart. I'm going to put this screws over here in a safe spot. My little thing. Chicago screws, is that what they're called? Yeah. So, yeah. I'm going to take this one out because it did not line up correctly with these other pages. And so it looked kind of weird. So I'm going to take these out. But since this is already undone, let's go ahead and start gluing these pages together while they are out like this. I think that would be a little bit easier and than putting it in there while it was still bound in the book. So yes, post bound. Awesome sauce. Uh-oh. Carrie Ann, please be careful. Please, please, please be careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down 3 pages a piece. 3 pages a piece. I may end up taking a few of these out because I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what it's going to look like when I get done. So we will check and see if I need to regroup on that. So I'm going to set this to the side. Uh-oh. There's my posts. They're coming out. You know what? I am going to screw these back in because I don't want my pieces lost. And I think that would be a better way of keeping it together. So as I said, it's going to be a little bit of a different type of cookbook, an altered cookbook. It's something that you all wouldn't normally see. I got this idea from Nick the Booksmith off of her channel. She had posted a book that she had, that somebody had made her. And I thought it was just the neatest idea. So I'm going to give credit where the credit is due. So I got the idea from Nick the Booksmith. But I am putting my own spin to this. Hers was a normal, regular book, not a post-bound. And in her pages, when she did her pages, the pockets were actually made of small envelopes. Well, I chose a book that I eyeballed a book, didn't realize that I could not find my envelopes. So guess what? I am going to be making my own little pockets down here. And so that is what the recipes are going to be in here. Nasty outside, possible tornadoes here today to rain like crazy. Dang. It's supposed to rain possibly about, it's supposed to rain a little bit later today here. Alright, that's my new one. I need to grab the one that's used. Well, did you? Here it is. Alright, so anyway, that is my spin on it, and she didn't cover hers with material. I don't believe she left it. It had been painted. So I am taking my own little spin on this right here. So moving it around a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to start gluing these pages together. And I'm using glue that I got at Hobby Lobby. Darn good glue. You can get a 12-pack of this glue, and it'll last you forever unless you're a glue stick queen. I used to use it a lot when I did my my ATC challenge, which I'm going to start doing again. It's just I've just been so overwhelmed with things. So this is the main focus right now, is getting all these pages kind of glued together. It's not real windy out here. Like I said, we're going to glue about 3 of these pages together. I seen the video from Nick the Booksmith this morning. I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to try this because I've been wanting to do another another recipe book, but I looked all over, the county here to find a recipe book, you know, like we used the last time, you know, like the ring bound books, and I could not find one to save my life. I'll tell you what, it was hard. So when I seen that, I'm like, oh, prayers answered. Prayers answered to my dilemma. So now we have our first page of our glued together book. So we're going to put that over here. Now we're going to start over again. And I'm not going to cover up the spine, because if you cover up the spine, it kind of takes the cool part of the spine away. I believe, anyway. All right, Janie, I'll try. Are you gluing the pages because you need the thickness to apply to wet application to it? No, I need sturdiness. Because these pages are thick, but they're thin at the same time. See, they're kind of thin. And they're not... They're got to be able to hold the accordion style folds and pockets that I'm going to be putting on with these index cards. So I need a little bit of sturdiness, because if you don't, the pages are going to kind of bow out, and I really don't want that to happen. I want something that's going to be real sturdy. Sure does use a lot of glue, but it'll stick. It will stick. You could also use tacky glue, but I don't want the pages to I don't want the pages to bubble up a little. Now, if I was by myself and doing this off camera, I'd be using some Elmer's. Elmer's and glue, or Elmer's and water. I have done that on a composition book, and it held just fine. Alright, so that's page 2 done. It might be just slightly upside down, I think. Yeah, I glued that page upside down. Whoopsie! Well, oh well. I'm going to use another glue stick, because that one is almost out, and I ain't going to fight it. So has anybody been working on anything? Anything on your craft table that you are working on that you're very proud of and want to tell us about it? Anybody? Anybody working on anything? Hi, Dana. Make sure those holes line up. Don't want them wonky side. You're still working on your cookbook? Ah. This one's just a little bit different from your normal. You might even get some ideas, Marina. Gotta add a little bit of spark to it. Ah. I mean, like I said, we're only doing the preliminaries right now. We're doing the basic old type of thing today. Outside, and we're working on the pages. You know, that's a must. I mean, I figure I'd turn the camera on and we'll just do it together step by step. That way you all see what we're doing. And as I said, if y'all want to work with me and make your own book, you are more than welcome to do so. And you can even make your pages even thicker than this. I mean, it's up to you. It's your book. As I am a cooker, this is actually a really neat idea. I have a big old 3-ring book full of just recipes that I've made on my show on Facebook. And we just recently had my famous lasagna, and oh my goodness, guys, we had a guest over and they said it was the best lasagna they had ever put in their mouth. They said it was really, really good. Sadly, I only made 1 pan of it. I only had enough to make 1 pan, but they liked it. I'm a wonderful cook. I've never had any complaints on the cooking, ever. My mama and my grandmother taught me how to cook, and I thank the Lord above that my mother did and my grandmother did, because what is it? The best way to a man's heart is their stomach. Oh, you're going to say a prayer for you and the heater next to the paper? Oh, I've got it far enough away that it isn't going to hurt it. This heater is like, heater. Can I talk today? No. The heater's probably about 2 foot away from me, and about 2 foot away from the tables. I mean, it's in a secure area. I've had it closer than that before. I'm actually going to turn it off. I'm getting a little warm, so I've got it sitting right next to me, and I'm right in front of my window too. So, went ahead and turn that off. So, yeah. Anyway, they say the way to a man's heart's through his stomach. Y'all agree? You never cook for a man and just all you had to do was fix his favorite meal at night just to get your way? Yeah. We are coming along. We're coming along, ladies. So we now have 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 pages done so far already. Welcome back, Miss Carrie Ann. I wish there was an easier way to do this, but there's not. This is the most tedious part, is putting all these pages together. And the really cool about this postbound is that you can add pages to it without hurting the original paper in here. And this glue is sticky. Sticky wicky. Now you can also do the envelope trick, or the envelope pocket thing I was talking about, but that's up to you. You can do it this way if you've got small recipes that you can tuck, or you can even make it just a art cookbook. You know what I mean? like stuff that you can just put in there with ephemera and things in there. And just let it be cool. I was going to put a real pretty red and white gingham on the front, but I thought I wanted it to be a little bit more colorful, so I chose this instead. And I've got, since the book is so narrow, I can actually use both of these because it's almost like a 2-panel. About a yard maybe. Let me see. Yeah, about a yard because, well, no, give me a second. 1.5, well, 1 2/4, something like that, of material. And I thought it would be really pretty and bright and put it on there, and we can decorate over the fabric if I have to. So yeah, that's the fabric I'm going to be using on that, on the cover. Hey, Lynn. I'm just working on the nitty-gritty stuff right now. You know, the papering, the putting of the journal, I guess. Need to line these up, which is a must. You don't want to be ripping our papers. No, sir. Morning and keyboard with a cat do not mix. Let's see, how many more pages are we gonna put in here? We're gonna have to have some room for, like, if you've got more than one recipe or more than 2 recipes to put in these little pockets. So we're gonna need a few pockets per genre, like seafood and breads, sweets, advertisements. Woo! You know, oh, stuff, the stuff before you eat. Shucks, I'm having a tongue tie moment. Come on, anybody help me? Appetizers, thank you. I almost had it right, I just couldn't get it straight on my tongue. Has anybody tried that balloon painting technique yet? You haven't heard of it? Oh, Dana, you got to go watch my video. I had such a ball with that. As I was cleaning in here yesterday, I went ahead and popped that balloons because I got plenty more balloons that we worked with that. He's what? Oh, he's up. I tell you what, he thinks I'm about to start taping, so he is up in everything. Rascally little kitty. So, guys, I may have some news about my kitty, Rainy, the female, the mama to everyone. So, we thinks that she might be pregnant again. And she's an outside kitty. So, we don't know who the daddy is, but she's had a couple of toms over here. So, one of them is an orange and white cat. The other one is a tabby cat like her, the coating. And the other one is a straight up black cat. So, I'm not exactly sure who the daddy will be. So, yeah. Yay, Lynn, you can finally go live. Cool. Did you know you could do it from your phone? That's what I do it from, my phone. You didn't have to wait on your webcam. You could have started out on your phone and then figured out your webcam when you got there. My phone picks up pretty well. It wouldn't work for you. How come? I only put 2 in there, right? Yeah. Dang kitty out hoeing again. Yep. Well, she was with Simba though before. I mean, they were house kitties, and well, you know, being a female, you know, males can't resist that. But she is an outside kitty now, and she has a home away from home, and I think she may have got knocked up by one of them kittens over there across the street. So. Oh, you did? That's awesome, Lynn. I think mine's a little bit lower quality than that. I think mine's a 7 something. I don't have the box sitting over here with me anymore. I used to, because a lot of people used to ask me, what type of webcam you got? Well, I used to be able to tell them, but now I don't know. It's a good one. It's a good one. Up, down. We may end up painting some of these pages. We may even cut some of these pages. You never know with these. I don't know. May not even set a recipe on them at all. Maybe do something a little different. Some artwork, maybe. I don't know. But as of right now, we are just doing the gluing of the pages and going to do the front cover and the inside, and that'll be it for the day. Jelly plate them? That's a cookbook. So, what do you all think? What should we do? Should we jelly plate the background of them? What do you think? Hey, River! Zoe, don't you dare. You'll get yourself in trouble. You don't need to be getting in trouble now. Alright, I'm out of glue on that one. Again. Let me see if I can get a little bit more out of this one. Yeah. That one's out. I had to push the bottom to even get it to stay. So what do y'all think? Should we jelly plate some of them? I've got all the colors of the rainbow, ladies. Now we will be see the cards that are going to be going on front, they're going to be completely white. So That's going to be the holders for the recipes. Well, we're not going to be adding those today. We're going to be doing that a different day. So y'all can give me some ideas. Remember, if you're just joining me, then you're in a live session. But if you are, if you see that that you can't talk, but you see the screen rolling, that means you're in a recorded video. Any suggestions? That sounded like the mail lady, but it wasn't. It was not. So we are working very diligently with these. I think these are some really neat pages here. Glue's getting goopy. Nobody's suggesting. But if you're suggesting after the recording is done, then thank you for suggesting. We shall see. We shall see. Have mercy, Zoe. This one's going to be very goopy until it dries. That's okay, it just gives it extra something. Let's see. We've got that much so far. I mean, it's the same amount of pages, but they're all kind of glued together. We still got a little ways to go. Tedious part. At least it'll stick. At least we know it sticks. I needed to ask you guys, do y'all remember Monica Peters? Because I tried to mail out her her ATC that she that she won, and it got returned. So if any of you guys know how to get a hold of a Monica Peters, please get a hold of her and let her know that I tried to mail that out and it was returned. That I need an address that she can receive her mail at. So Monica, if you're watching, I need an address from you, dear. Your mail was returned. Zoe, honey, you need to get your mind off them cigarettes, darling. Go pick up a paintbrush, go art, do something. Get your mind off of that. All right, how many pages is that? I keep losing count. That's 3. I have to go in later and kind of fix the edges. Well, I can't get to the edges completely, but Zoe, aren't you in school? Oh, you get homeschooled? Oh, I was homeschooled my 7th grade year. I learned more in that year than I did any year I went to school. Huh? My mom and my dad were good teachers. Boy, my dad, boy, he was a stickler when it came to history. Whew. I hated it with a passion, but I always had to do my homework. I always had it done before they got home from work. They'd give us our homework assignments, and we had to have it done before they got home from work. My grandmother would come in and watch us to make sure we got our homework done. Hey, Linda. We didn't get to meet any other homeschoolers because in our area it was public schools, and my mom pulled us out of the schools because they just got so bad. And it was just hard to learn with trying to keep yourself from getting bullied, because we got bullied a lot. Because if you're familiar with Knoxville, Tennessee, there are a lot of bad people there. And my mom and my dad decided it would just be better for us to be pulled out of the schools. Lynn, Marina is my Nightbot lady. You might have to might have to talk with her about that. Marina, are you still here? She controls my Nightbot. All I gotta do is tell her what to put in there and she fixes it. Marina, Lynn's needing to ask you some questions about Nightbot. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask Marina, because she's really good at it. She's the one, she first taught me, but then I said, screw it, I'll just let her do it, because I couldn't understand how to do all of it. We was on the phone for an hour just trying to figure out Nightbot. She's the one that set it up for me, and all I got to do is just say, hey, go in there and make these changes and write this down. She's all right, we'll all be on it. give her full and complete access to that, and she don't do anything bad. She's good. She usually has it done before the night's over when I ask her. So here's another glue stick biting the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. Oh. Oh. And another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Oh, tedious, Lord. I gotta probably go get some more glue. Because it's gonna be gone for... This is the most tedious part. So I've been working on some signs because there is a art thing, an arts and crafts type of thing like they did in December. And I'm going back to my roots because when I first started crafting, I made jewelry and hand-painted wooden signs. And I sold quite a few of those, even had custom orders. And so I'm going back to my roots, and I've been working on some signs. And there's one that I tried to post 3 times yesterday that would not post. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's kind of cloudy out here, but nothing too spectacular is going on. It's nice outside. It was sunshine a little bit earlier. Yeah, that one's upside down again. It was hit with a virus, so it took everything down, literally. I could not post a dad blasted thing. I tried all day to show you guys what I was working on, and it would not even let me send a message to my mother to let her know everything was okay, that I wasn't dead. And so I finally got the message to her this morning. I'm going to get to use most of that glue in that. Holy Mother of Mercy. But anyway, I was going to see if I could do that fair. Instead of having 2 8-foot tables this time, I'd only have 1, and that's only $35. And I'm going to snatch it from James Lee when he gets paid. And so I'm trying to put some signs together because the art fair is not until April something. I figure I can get some product out and on the table, I guess. Because a lot of people at the Christmas thing were all about the wreaths, the hand carved stuff, and so I figure I'd put my 2 cents out there and make me up some signs that I had originally done, and maybe see if they want them. I do custom orders, and so I can drum up some business even after that's over. And I have some of my signs that I had made in previous years on the Creative Jewels by Emily business site on Facebook. So guys, if you guys want to see some of the artwork, go head over there and check her out. I think Nightbot has a link to it, or I think you may see it every now and again pop up in Nightbot. If you guys would like to order anything, I mean, you name it, I'm open to orders. It gives me something to do. A lot of times I'm sitting here thinking, what the heck am I going to do? What is something new? Yes, but it's going to be, this is a little bit of a different style of a cookbook, Linda. This is a very, very different style. It ain't your normal plain Jane, slap a recipe in there and go on with your day. No, this one's just a little bit different. I'm going to do. I mean, it's basically going to be an empty cookbook for you guys to put the recipes in. I'm just doing up the major parts, the decorating of the book and inside pages, and all you got to do is put your recipes in there. Easy peasy. We're about halfway done, ladies. Look at that. Halfway done. Probably going to use about two, three more glue sticks in the process of getting these pages glued together. And Linda, this is a post-bound. This is going to be a post-bound cookbook. You see the holes that I'm lining up? These are post-bound. And so you can add and take away you know, pages. Okay, couldn't think of it. Not think of it. And I only have one of these books because James Lee got it for me, and so I'm going to use it, the whole book. And once we get these pages done, we'll work on the outside of this book. Have mercy, this glue sticky wicky. So guys, if y'all hadn't heard already, I know my sister came in on a stream and let us know some good news. So she is only 2 radiations away from being, well, she is cancer free. So Lord answers prayers. Thank you. And so she is 2 radiation treatments away from being completely done with that. Isn't that a miracle, ladies? A complete miracle. I'm so happy. So let's give props to our Lord, because he's the one that made it happen. And all those beautiful prayers that you all sent up for her. Darn it, my nose is starting to run. I've been doing good all day. You got 3 paper sample books on Stacy's last auction, and I can't wait to get them and work with them. They are so cool. Aww. Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting, I want a small boho kit from Stacy, and I hadn't gotten it yet. I don't know if she's forgotten about me or not. I did not expect it to win, but I won it, and I haven't gotten it yet. I told her to surprise me with the colors, but I haven't heard back from her since then on it. I know that she said she was behind. Oh, I know. I'm not worried about it. Even if I don't get it, I'm not worried about it. I am not worried about it at all. I may end up regifting it to somebody. I don't know. Is that 2 pages or what? That's 2. You never know with me. Just I haven't been able to send a lot out here lately because the money's tight. Very, very tight. Because I've got to go to a therapy session again, and it's $80 a therapy session, and I have to go to it. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I have to go. $80, man, to sit and talk for an hour. But I have to do it. I've got to get that set up soon. I got to find the money to do that. Because he was sick one day this week and he ended up staying out. And he had hung out with a friend of his that weekend previous, and apparently the one he hung out with was sick too, and so he didn't go to work either, and so I'm thinking that they may have caught like a tummy bug or something. They both weren't feeling very good at all, but he's fine now. And so I lost a day's pay. That's affected us kind of bad. He makes pretty decent money, but our rent and our electric and our water and our gas take a lot of his paycheck, so we live on just bare minimum each week. And so we've done it thus far. We can keep on keeping on. God will provide what we need. He always does. So I'm using what supplies that I have here at the house to make art, because that's how I first started, and I'm going to have to go back to that way of doing things because things are getting so expensive, and the art supplies, I mean, I've got plenty, but like the glues and stuff like that, I don't have plenty of, so that's what costs the most. So when I get a chance, I go to the Dollar Tree and I get those little small bottles that cleans like this. I grab as many as I can without being a glutton. Pretty much most of the time all I find is one, so I only get one. Here lately they can't keep it on the shelf. Because sometimes it's better to buy those little bottles, because in each one of those bottles is 3 fluid ounces. And if you get one of the big bottles, you just wasted your money, because you're paying $1 a piece for 3 ounces, and you're paying $6 for, I don't even know. I don't have any. I don't have any of my old bottles. But you're paying $6 for the big bottle when you can pay $6 for twice as much glue. think that's the reason why a lot of people go to the Dollar Tree and take those whenever they see them. This reminds me so much of when we made those ring-bound journals. I think it's almost time to start making another one of them, but I want to finish this first. And I'm also watching a really neat tutorial on how to make a lap book by Nick the Booksmith. And I am thinking about following her tutorial on making that, and once we get done with this, making one of those. I really like her because she's taught me a lot about journaling and bookmaking and stuff like that. I mean, I have learned quite a bit. I started watching her, and it's really neat the way she puts a lot of her stuff together. And I watch a lot of Gail Augustelli. She likes to make a lot of ephemera and things like that. And so I've been watching a lot of them and getting inspired by a lot of other artists and fellow jewels. I mean, it's amazing what you can learn on YouTube. Amazing what people can teach you. From arts and crafts to science to humanity. I mean, you learn so much. Hi, Carrie Ann. But yeah, you can learn so much from YouTube tutorials. Even if you don't talk when people are live, you can still learn. You don't even have to talk and just fill your mind full of goodness. There's a lot of things that, like, say, you can even type in the most random thing, like from doll making to stuffed animals to patterns and things like that. There is so much to learn. So don't think that you're not, that you can't learn. You can, because if I can learn, you can learn, right? Right. Anyway, there are so many awesome people out there that you can learn from. Just look it up. Google it if you have to. And if you Google it, they will point you in the direction of that person's video. But I heard Stacy, was it last night, she was talking about talents that I don't know if it was last night or a previous live that she was doing. She was talking about natural talent and that some things that you're basically born with, and some people have to work at it. And me, she was talking about you can be born a singer or a writer or a drawer or painter. Some people are just born with that natural talent, and I agree with her. But there are other people that really have to work with their talent. Aw, thank you, Carrie. And I agree totally with her, because without practice and patience, you don't tone up your practice. And it took me years to figure out how to do what I'm doing now. And as I said, there's a lot of beautiful artists out there that have taught me, but Stacy was the very first one that taught me how to put a journal together. Now, Ray, she taught me how to do a lot of ephemera and things like that, and yet I'm still learning. I'm still not the ace of it. She's really good at it, and I also watch other people how to make ephemera. Miss Gail Augustelli, she does that, and I watch a lot of others. But you just got to work at it. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. And you gotta work at it. I mean, some people are natural born talents that they can just close their eyes and picture it and then draw it, or picture it and put it down on paper, or find the pieces to put together to do it. Some people are. I had to practice at it. I'm still learning. Nobody is ever perfect. Nobody is ever going to be the most perfect person. You have to work at what you want, and you have to practice. My dad always said, practice makes perfect. Don't settle for anything less. And I practiced and I practiced and I practiced. My dad, He was an awesome man. He taught me so much in and about life. And as we were growing up, we had some hard lessons that we had to learn. And there are a few lessons that we took to heart and we grew up teaching our children. And there's a lot of times I look at my mom and I say, Mom, Daddy was right. Daddy was right. And I look back on those moments and it's something that I want to be able to teach other people. That if you work hard enough at what you do, you will accomplish your goals and the things that you want in life. I mean, I've had a hard road, ladies and gentlemen. I've had a hard road. I can't tell you that I've had it easy. I have had a hard road. Lots of learning. My daddy taught us so much, and I didn't want to listen when I was younger. I said, I will never listen to you, you know. I will never, I just, close one ear and out the other, you know. And now that he's gone and I'm grown, I think back to all the things that he taught me. And he was right. He was right. There are a lot of things that you really don't want to listen to, that you think that you know it all. No, you don't. Because parents, they're here, they're not to punish you. They're here to teach you and to keep you from making really bad mistakes. I guess teaching from experience. So, coming back to what we're doing here. Practice. Take some time to get your art supplies and your things out and play with them. Practice. You don't have to be perfect the very first time that you do it. Never is. Never will be. It just takes time. Make it your own. Make any artwork that you have your own. You don't have to copy other people. Make it your own. I mean, you can get some ideas from other people, but make that piece of art your own. Put your personality and your quirks and gadgets and gizmos in there in your artwork. Oh, I lost my glue. Make it your own. I may not have the best advice in the whole wide world, but I hope to teach and I hope to inspire people to get out there and just at least try something, right? Try something once, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. Put it down and try something else, and then come back to it. Oh, well, hello, Miss Molly. Zoe, I have my days where I miss my dad. I talk about him. But the more that you talk about a person that is gone, they are not gone. They're in your heart. They're in your heart. They're never gone. Oh, did she? He's been gone a month, and it's really hard to even come to terms with my father being gone. And I think the more that I talk about him, the more his spirit is here. He's watching me. He's saying, good job, Em. Good job. I'm proud of you. Right, Gary. That's why I keep him. That's how I keep him alive. He's here with me. He is celebrating with me. He's celebrating my victory over certain things. Oh my gosh, I got tears just rolling. Glad y'all can't see. Y'all be crying with me. I don't want y'all to have stopped up noses like I do. I can't mix this cold because every time I think I'm doing good, I end up crying and just bringing it right back. But anyway, my dad was a very, very special man. He taught this family how to stay together and communicate with each other. Because communication is key with any family. Talk it out. Don't be mad at each other. Don't go to bed angry. Because you never know if you're going to wake up or not. Never go to bed angry. And I always tell the person, your partner that you're with, if you're not feeling good, because if you can prevent what's going to happen in the future, then you can get yourself to the doctor. I know I'm one to talk, but I know I need to go to the doctor. It's just getting the money together to do that. But I guess giving me advice is a good thing. Alright, I'm almost out of glue again, guys. This is when I've went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glue sticks. But I can get them pretty good. I can get them pretty cheap at the Hobby Lobby with the coupon. I'm sorry if I can't. I'm not responding back to you guys. Almost got quite a bit. So we need to put this last bit in here. Do we? Because by the time I get the envelopes and stuff, or not envelopes, but the cards in here, it's going to be super big. So I think I'm going to stop right there. And we could probably use these sheets as fillers or in another journal or something. So I'm going to set these to the side. Since we are out of glue, it's telling me, hey, you need to stop, lady. Put those there in the garbage. Alright, now we have our pages together. And we may do something with these later. But right now we're going to work on our inside to this. Okay. Now for the hinges, I'm going to use cardstock. When I actually make these, when I make the folds to put these pieces together, I'm going to make like an accordion fold to attach one piece on the front and one piece on the back. That way the accordion folds out. That way you can get to your recipes and put more than one recipe in each one. So I'm going to use some very bright cardstock that matches the material in here. So this is another day, another story. So I'm just letting you know that this is what we're going to be using for the inside pockets. All right, so now that we have that all taken care of, we are going to measure out our book. Let's see what we have here for material. Let's see if we've got enough to do two. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, just enough. Hot dang! All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to material. Whoa, my own hands freaked me out for just a second there. What we're going to do is we're going to cover this with this really cool material here, and plus it covers up the green. I'm going to have to try and make sure that I get the holes poked in for this. That way we don't mess it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the back cover first. I don't want to cut that just in case. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave about an inch. Let's see if I was right on it. Let's see. Yep, about an inch on each side. So we need to cut right here the orange. All right, now come here, you. Put on the orange. Let's move this up because I know where I need to cut. Right there. Oh, shoot. Now look at me. I lost the measurements. Yeah, right there. This in my lap. Put this down here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to glue this down to our inside or outside here, since we now have the thing right. So I have my good old 3-in-1 here. I've got to get some more of this because this stuff is kind of went to the sidelines on me. It's been so cold in here, it kind of got runt. So let's hope it works. Let's keep away from the holes. Now, let's place this on. I bet y'all thought I was going to glue it on backwards. Bet you did. Ha ha. Oh, I still put it on there. Funky, but that's okay. Hopefully, and not leaving marks. Okay, I'm going to glue this on a little bit different. I know some of you all like to take the corners out, but I'm going to cover these corners up. I don't want to take the chance of messing that up. Glue that down first. I don't have any book corners, so I cannot put put corner thingies on it. Come on out. Come on out. Okay, now I'm going to fold it down on this side and we're going to glue it down. Fold that over like that, which covers up that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take another piece and we're going to cut it to form to the inside of this cover. To cover up these frayed edges. And we may put a piece of ribbon to top it. I don't know. We shall see. Mail person just dropped off a mail. I don't know if there's anything good in it. What do y'all think? Is there anything good or any bills in there I can't pay? Let's get this folded over. Inside. Yeah. That's down. Now for the other side. I'll poke them holes in a little bit later. Come on down. Come on down. Bob Barker usually says, come on down. That down. We're not going to worry about this right here because we're going to cover that up with a strip of this material. But first, let's let that dry and we're going to do the other side, the cover. Let's measure that out again. Measure it out about an inch. Let's see if I got this. Over an inch. 40. counted. Yeah. So let's get this cover on. Turn around. That's stuck down right there. Kind of crooked, but it won't matter once we get that on there. How did I do that? Yeah, down at the top. Sometimes when you do something right really cool the first way, you can't remember how you did it the next time. And you have to look back on the first one that you made. Y'all ever do that? Oh, Carrie Ann had to leave. I totally missed her saying goodbye. Come on out there. Almost done. I know I learned from Nick the Booksmith saying that if you have like this Fabri-Tac stuff and it starts to get loopy like that, you can add some fingernail polish remover that has the acetone in it to kind of thin it out. I did not know that. I learned something new this morning. Any of you guys know that? That uses the Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1? Hey, happy joy. I just now noticed you was in here. I haven't looked up very much, so I've lost a lot of conversation. So if y'all were talking, I didn't see it. Oh, it just burped on me. Get that down. Wish you could leave this down like you could Fabri-Tac or tacky glue and it not come out like that. Lid on there, man, it don't bubble out. Alright, now we can kind of give it a little bit of to tack at the corners. And that part will be showing. The rest of this stuff won't. Oh, right. A lot of people I get people thinking. Or they might be just working on something that's on their desk and just absent-mindedly listening. And plus, I put a lot of people to sleep the way I talk. I'm very soft-spoken. It's nap time whenever I'm on. Okay, let's see if I can line up some of these colors that I have on here. Yeah, it's not going to work because it's wanting to stretch a little bit. Ugh, got glue on my fingers. Can't hardly get hold of anything. Let's see. Make sure. Double check. Yeah, just enough. So what I can do is find the center and cut it. Since it's just about the right size. Where are they at? Right here. So I need to cut right here. This gives us a little come on. All right. One side down, one side to go. Y'all ever have that glue on your hands? You just can't stand it. You got to get it off. Fabric-Tac's one of those. Because it makes you stick to everything that you touch. All right, Marina. All right. Now, I think this one was the side I needed. No, it ain't going to line up perfectly, but can make it dry. Yeah, it'll work, but it'll be off just a slight bit. That's okay. We'll get it on there. Yeah, I don't have much of this left. I gotta go out and get some more. This stuff's so expensive. They don't keep this stuff in our Walmart. Which side's it? Kind of like hard to tell sometimes which is up. So what I'm going to do is to keep it from dragging, I'm going to fold it up a little bit. I'm going to take it out a little bit at a time once I get it where I need it. And more glue. So that's spots. Kind of hoping that disappears totally. I wonder if I should leave that there and just glue tack it down. I don't know. There's no. What do you guys think? So leave that little flap of material there and use it as like a soft pocket. What do you guys think? Do tell. I'll leave it like that until y'all say something. Maybe slip a pen or something in there. Or some loose recipes. I don't know. This is the side with the hole on it. And this is the Alright. Let's do this one more again. I may run out of this stuff before I can get it done. I hope not. Heck. And we have another one there. Just don't want to cut any of that material. This material is really good for this. I just don't like the way that turned out. Where the front happened with the Fabri-Tac. Will that go away? I cannot remember if that kind of stuff goes away. If not, I'll have to find something to cover up those big splotches. Do y'all see that? Will that go away with when it dries completely? Because it doesn't look like it's disappearing on this either. If not, we'll have to do something else. Anybody? See. That's the outer edge. So, get this glue off the tip of this thing. access to your sewing machine right away, this is how you make a quick seam to make a smooth edge if you're working with material. Let that dry for a second. And you've got your straight edge right there. And I'm going to glue that down. Give it the pocket. I'll do it on the other side again. I'm going to place that pocket down. And so now we have a soft pocket. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. I really wish that, I wish and hope that dries and disappears. Dry for a second. Make sure it don't dry to the table. What have I missed, ladies? Thanks, Carrie. Alright. Now let's put her down on the sides. Yeah, I hear you. You want to spit at me. Side. Take advantage of that gloppy glue that's come out. Fix this up here. It's still a little bit, it's hanging loose, but it's hanging tough. that on this side, kind of keep it from fraying. I may even put a piece of ribbon or something over top of that, but I want to keep it down for now. Need you to come outside in about 5 minutes. All right, baby. He must have something for me. I'll hear the truck and I'll have to go outside. Oh, really? Huh. I've got vinegar, but that stuff stinks. I'd rather smelly acetone. But that's okay. Glue is a part of my life. I'm a glue girl. It don't matter. I got baby wipes next to me, but I gotta go get some more. That reminds me. I gotta get some more baby wipes. I'm about out. Yeah, I think we might have to put a piece of ribbon over top of that, because that's got kind of scrungy looking. Scrungy, is that even a word? Scrungy. I forgot about this side, guys. Why don't you holler at me? Say, hey, dummy. Y'all missed one. Forgot to turn it. I mean, it's not the best looking thing in the world, but we'll fix it. We shall fix it. Just gotta find some real pretty ribbon to go over top of that. And I gotta get some more of this stuff, because I've only got that much left in this bottle. So I've got to get some more. So we may work on that cover some more another time. But as of right now, I've got to poke these holes. Because we are about done for the day. Okay. Yeah, there's ribbon going to be definitely put here and then around the edges to kind of fix that wicked looking edge there. But that's the inside. And I think I'm glad I left that right there, because that could be an inside pocket to put some loose paper and stuff. But I got to find my poker tool. And put it in here. Of course. I actually put it somewhere I could find it. Holy crap on toast. Alright, now to find the holes here and not poke the dickens out of my hands. Oh, I think I hear the truck. Yep, I hear it. And so does Cooper. He gets so excited when he hears his daddy's truck pull in. Alright, ladies, I'll be right back. I gotta go outside for him for just a minute. I know y'all was probably talking or being real quiet. No, nobody was talking. All right, I'm almost done, ladies. All I'm doing is poking these holes for the, ow! Be careful not to poke your finger. Trying to get this material poked through. That way I can put the post back in here. Might have to do a snip with that. I don't have my sharp scissors in here. Let's see if that post will go back in there. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and put that back on so I don't lose the top. Find the hole over here. That one's going to be a little bit of a toughie. There we go. It's busted through. There we go. Now to find the other holes on this side. Hopefully I did it right. Yeah, there's the holes. I'm going to use this back post to poke it through. Excuse me. We are almost done, guys, for today's portion of the show. And the next time I come on, we will do our next step. Of this journal. All right, now that we have our holes punched, and yep, so commence to putting the sheets back in here. I wonder if a scrapbook extender thingamabobber would work with this. I don't know. Since it is post bound, I wonder. Yeah, I don't have any. It's the thing. Me and Marina were just talking about that the other day. Shucks. Just gotta line that up. Find the post. If it'll go down in there. I'll be a happy camper if it does. It came out. Why would it not go back in? Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna push that far in. We may have screwed the pooch on that. This is probably going to be the hardest part, is putting the darn screw back in. But I think I may have a solution to this little bit of a problem. Holy crap. My fingers are losing grip. Oh, damn arthritis. Really? Not even ready. Oh my God. Ooh, so this is the struggles y'all are going to have to partake in if y'all want to change out the damn post on this thing. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to try my bulldog clip next time. Get these back on the posts. Try this and see if this works. If not, we're back to the drawing board. Y'all ever cuss at something that you're making in hopes that it would pay attention to you and listen? Y'all ever do that? I congratulate you if you don't. Good thing I told him to give me about 15 minutes. We've got some errands to run. Alright, now that second one in there. Now let's try this second approach. It's on there, but it's going on there crooked. Ugh. Why did I choose a post mount? Feel it? I need a bigger screwdriver. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go get a bigger screwdriver. That's driving me nuts. Hang on. Sorry about that. I had to go raid the honey's toolbox. Why in the devil is that not going back in there straight? It's just like, it'll go in straight and then all of a sudden it'll just turn wonky. I'll get it one of these days. Oh. Really? What the hell? Sorry guys for my language, but this is getting on my nerves. Maybe if I did it this way, come in from the back, and then continue to screw it on. Really? Oh, I'll get it eventually. might be because some of these pages are hitting the screws. I'm not being able to get in the correct place. I swear, it comes out perfect, but when you go to put it back in there, it's like, oh, no, I ain't listening to you. I ain't gonna do what you say. Every day, blasted time. I'm about to give up on this one. I may have to come back to it. Y'all ever have those moments where you get so aggravated with something that you have to just set it down and come back to it when you're not so aggravated? It's one of those days. I may have to get it together without you guys. I'll try the other side. Maybe I'll have some kind of luck. Yep, it's going crooked too. Guys, I'm going to have to get off of here because I told him 15 minutes. But I will work on this offline, and I'm sure I'll be able to get this finished and together before our next broadcast. So, guys, as you can see, I'm having trouble getting the post back together. Even though these things go inside, I'm having trouble getting that together. So, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day. Announcements. We are doing a scavenger hunt book. It doesn't have to be in a composition book like we normally do. Oh no, he'd screw it up. No, nope. I ain't gonna challenge him to do it. But anyway, we are doing a scavenger hunt book, 25 prompts. 25 prompt, really easy scavenger hunt book, something easily accessible for you guys. The sign-ups are in the announcements in the group, so if you would like to sign up, please sign up. If you do not want to participate in the if you do want to participate in the scavenger hunt swap, this is a swap. You will be swapping out with a partner. So if you would like to participate in this, please go sign up in the scavenger hunt swap announcement. Only sign up if you are serious about putting together this scavenger hunt book. And once you are assigned your partners, you are not to switch partners, and you must follow all of the prompts. Please do not put something of your own in there. This is what it's for. Please do not swap out prompts. That's what the scavenger hunt is for. If you do not or cannot find those, please contact me and I will give you an alternative. I'll give you some alternative prompts that you can use, but please use the ones that are on the list. Please do not use your own. Let's see. We are also doing the mixed media 5 prompt on Mondays. If you would like to show some of your artwork, there is no prizes involved in that. It's just challenging yourself to see if you can follow the prompts and do a mixed media piece. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. It could be as the size of your thumb. It doesn't matter. As long as you're challenging yourself and having fun with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember in the announcements in our group, you will see the scavenger hunt swap sign up. You have until the 18th at midnight to sign up for the scavenger hunt swap. Please make sure that if you are international, you put your that you are international, and if you would like, if you are not international, if you would like to have an international partner, please put if you would like to have an international partner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing the 5 Prompt Monday, so if you would like to put in your artwork in the group, feel free to do that. There's no pressure in doing that. We would just love to see your artwork. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in and joining me today. Hopefully, I inspired at least one of you to get out there and create and show your artwork. And if you are not a part of our group, please join us at Creative Jewels by Emily on Facebook. I also have a business site there, so if you'd like to check it out, do so. I just want to say thank you all for coming in. And I will see you guys on our next broadcast. I love you. God bless you all. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.